Hello, everybody. This is Voltair42, and this is episode 16. And as you can see, started up right back where we left off. It's been a few days, but actually, I'm trying to think which way what I should start with. And let's see, get a nice little look from up here. Take a look. Oh yeah, nice little area. I do gotta finish this off. Whew, forgot I was gonna finish up here. I don't feel like building anymore since I did some good building in the last two episodes. Give you guys some time off from that. So maybe I'm gonna go cutting down some stuff. Why did I put that in there? Odd. Oof. That's so awesome. So full up. Okay. How's the concept of time doing? Pretty good. Okay. Put that away. Get that. Yeah, I'm gonna need some more storage. Yeah, that might be one of my next episodes, is creating a solution for my storage. Oop, that was hard to watch. Okay, two more. And actually, I will keep that just because it's getting dark, so maybe. Yes, awesome. I can sleep. Okay, so let's start talking. So let's see. I'm recording this on a Sunday. Every Sunday, I actually go over to my grandfather-in-law's place. He needs someone to help him take out the trash. So yes, okay. Whew, killed the Enderman. Okay, so yeah, the trash bin is just too for him. Actually, it's not really trash; it's recycling. But yeah, the recycling bin is too heavy for him to take out by himself. So so someone has to help him out with it, and I've been doing it for a while now. So I just sort of, I've been doing it for a while now, so it's not like it's a big deal. But I mean, I'm not the kind of person that loves sticking around every day and just, doing small talk. I prefer just, doing what I came to do and then leaving. But if my wife ever joins me, it just seems like it just takes at least half an hour. It always seems to take at least half an hour, which I'm not a fan of. I don't know. As it becomes quite obvious, I'm not a fan of forced interactions with people. So, I usually try not to make a show, and to be honest, like, I don't mind hanging out, but it's more of like I don't mind hanging out in, like, every now and then. Like, if it was, okay, I'm hanging out half an hour. If it's, sorry, one sec. Hey everyone, I'm back. So, yeah, I mean, if it was, hey, I'm going to be, you know, hey, you haven't. Let me redo that. I mean, if it was, we're gonna, you know, hey, we haven't really hung out with my grandfather in a while. Do you mind if we stay, for an hour? I don't mind that. But it's the, hey, I feel like we have stuff to do. We need to give our dog medicine, or, it's not like a big, you know, there's not a bunch of stuff that we need to talk about this week. Why are we staying here? And it just seems like forced interaction. Like, there's no reason to stay. There's zero reason to stay. Like, seriously, there will be minute lags of just no one is talking. And then when you do talk about the stuff, when you do find something to talk about, it almost always is, oh, here's some photos that I took over the week. Oh, did you see the photo I took last week? Oh, you did. Well, here it is anyway. It just, it's just sort of mind-numbing after a while. And, I do like Sarah's grandfather. It's not that I don't like him. I don't know. I think it's with anyone. Seriously, unless I know that I'm going to be hanging out with you for an hour, I'm not going to want to hang out with you for an hour. And I don't know. Maybe I should go into it every single time thinking, hey, I'm going to be here for 2 hours. That way I can at least, that, I don't know. I don't know. It's a sore subject with me sometimes. Because, like, there'll be times where I'm like, hey, I want to make this fast. I don't feel like staying here for an hour. And, my wife will be like, oh, yeah, okay, that's fine. And then when I tell her, hey, it's time to go, we got to do this. And she's like, oh, okay. We're there for another 20 minutes. And it's like, just stop it. We have to go do something. We have to give our dog medication, or we have food in the car, or I mean, there are always lots of things that well, there's always things that are happening, or there's always something we can do, and there's a lot of times I just don't feel like hanging out, with her grandfather. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I'm coming off as a dick. And again, I mean, I'll probably admit to you, I am a dick. I mean, I'm not the nicest person in the world. I really am not. So, I mean, and broken. I mean, I really am not an extremely nice person. So, yeah. Okay, so on to different stuff. Let's see. So, actually, now I said, yeah, I'm a dick. All I can really think about is, so my brother, came down, up. My brother came up to visit our parents and yeah, our parents and us for a while, and for a few days, and he brought his girlfriend, and we had a pretty good time, but it was I feel like there was this awkward moment in during dinner when his girlfriend made a reference to um it made a reference to Office Space, the movie, and my dad caught it, and it was very obvious, but I said, no, in reality that's from Superman, and for those of you that know Office Space, you know what I'm talking about, because they literally in Office Space reference that's where it's from, and it's self-referencing. And I felt like the way it happened and how the conversation happened after that, I felt like I had been a dick in that situation, and I didn't properly like say I was sorry to her or anything, and I don't know. It, but I guess it's one of those things where it's like she may not even have thought of it like that. She may be like, oh, okay, and didn't know and didn't really care or whatever. But at the same time, like I could have just completely made my brother's girlfriend think that I'm a complete asshole and that I'm just being mean to her. And I don't know. Who knows? And again, I'm sure I'm. And again, I mean, I might even be putting way too much emphasis on something that's not important, and like she didn't. It's like she may have not given that a second thought at all, and be like, oh, okay, cool, and I could just be like completely blowing it out of proportion. But then again, I feel like that's sort of the way life works. I mean, everyone thinks that what they've done or what they've said is the most important thing for a lot of people because it's the most important thing to you. And you don't realize that someone else just doesn't even think that that's worth thinking about. Like that's a great way to explain a lot of people when they get into arguments. A lot of people don't realize that they, and I'm very like I'll do this from time to time. When you get into an argument and you're trying to make your case, they may not just understand your position at all. Like the whole like way you are thinking of it. Like you can say, okay, A goes to B goes to C, and in their mind, A goes to D, which goes to Q. And I mean, not saying your A to B to C is correct, and not saying A to D to Q is correct either. But it, you could both be wrong. You could both be correct. But there are multiple. Whoa! Did you see that? I've been having trouble with that with my mouse recently. That's been happening. So I mean, okay, but yeah, I mean people. Oh shit. Oh, and of course I am so slow right now. Come on, pork chop. Oh wow, pork gives you a lot of benefit there. I haven't eaten meat in a long time and seen the saturation for your hunger bar go up that how high it goes up. Yeah. Okay, so actually I should probably explain. The thing I'm holding now is called an ender pearl. What'll happen is if I throw this over here, I will teleport to wherever it lands. And it's actually a pretty cool tool in later game. You do take a little bit of fall damage when you throw it. So it's good for later in game, or if you're doing big buildings, you're able to sort of get from place to place a little bit easier. Oh, that's nice. Oh, yeah. Oh, is that? Oh, I think that's jungle. Ooh. Maybe I should go take a quick look. And I probably won't. Oh, there's more pigs. That's awesome. I really do need to figure out where I'm going to keep these animals. I know I'm probably going to keep them over here, but I guess in pens, like over here. Once I start clearing this area out, will be just as good. So, okay, let's see. So, I've talked about family, friends. Bad zombie. Bad zombie. Ooh, a whole little enclave of pigs and bad zombie. Ow. Ooh, ooh, that's not good. So close. Okay, I need to eat this last pork chop. While I was over there, I should have made a new axe because this is gonna run out soon. How close? 52. Wow, that's... Well, at least it's not super close. Oh yeah, but if you are a younger viewer and you're watching this, I do recommend it, whenever you're in a discussion, you need to realize the person you're talking to probably only really understands what you're talking about, like at most 75% of the time. Like in anytime you're having an argument with someone, like an actual argument, not like, oh, I hate this, and the person actually agrees with you. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about, like, if you two are discussing the finer points of quantum physics and you two disagree on a subject, there's probably a 75% chance that there's something you guys are disagreeing on in, like, actual terms, like definitions of things. Like, you have no idea how many times me and a friend... How has that been 50? Okay. You don't know how many times me and a friend will get in a discussion and we will completely disagree. And then half an hour later, we will figure out that we're talking about two completely different scenarios, but we've just created this huge discussion. And though I do love talking with a friend about, all the different ways you can think about stuff. Like, I've got a friend that he grew up with his mom was, I believe, the fifth. It was either the fifth or the fourth wife, and he's a polygamist, and he doesn't have any wives now, but he wants a big family, and he doesn't mind having multiple girlfriends, and I make sure that every time we have that discussion, I always try to remind him, you got to make sure the girl knows that you're in an open relationship. And he's like, yeah, I know. But he's a polygamist, but that's something I'd never do. So there are, you got to make sure that there's a lot of different people with a lot of different definitions for a lot of different things, and like what constitutes racism, or like, actually a great example, the same friend I was talking about before, he actually has this really interesting definition, not definition of racism, but he thinks it's racist to solely date within your own race, unless you are white. Because for some reason he sees it as though there are so many white people that are dating beyond their race that it's okay for them not to date for them to only date within their race or something. He gave this really odd explanation, and I don't necessarily 100% support it, but at the same time, he gave an interesting idea. And actually, part of the reason why we're good friends is because we have such widely differing ideas, And I mean, we have gotten to the point where we sort of share the same thoughts at the same times. Like it's almost like we have ESPN or something. Sorry, that's a lame joke we always say. Uh, it's almost like we have ESP sometimes, where it's like I will be thinking of one thing and then I will say it, and he's like, "What? I was just thinking about that exact same thing." And of course, we've just been like riding in the car and with complete silence. Maybe you're listening to the radio or like a song or something. But yeah, I mean, to tell you the truth, I don't know how I went from people being in arguments to having ESP with a friend. That's really weird. Huh. Okay, but yeah, no, there's it's good. He's good. Okay, let's see. So I'm actually gonna call this episode here. I've seemed to done enough talking, and please leave a comment, and a like, and subscribe if you can. Again, really wish you guys would comment more, but if you don't want to, you don't want to. I will do that next episode. Okay, I will see you guys later. Bye.